Hey guys, today I just came back from a scholarship event and I'm so happy because it's not like I'm just reminiscing on it, because I really felt like I lived in that moment. And if you haven't been following my journey, I got baptized literally exactly a week ago, and the one thing that I asked God to give me for my baptism was nothing materialistic, but I wanted something spiritual to be installed in me. And so the one thing I asked God for was confidence. I wanted confidence in who He was making me out to be. I wanted confidence in my walk. I wanted confidence in my talk. I wanted to be able to step out and be who I really am and let go of old routines, let go of old patterns. A lot of the times when I'm having a conversation with God, something that I say often is, God, I'm not used to this. I've never done this before. I've never been this person before. I can't imagine my life outside of the life that I've lived for all these years. And so though I want change and though I want newness in my life, it's so hard for me to place myself or to imagine myself in a higher area. And that very thing can stop us from getting what God has for us. And last night I was watching a sermon by Sarah Jakes Roberts. I think it was called On the Edge, something about the edge of a miracle or something, on the edge or something. And she was talking about how in order for our lives to change, we have to change our routine, and we cannot keep hiding, and we cannot keep holding on to past routines, but then wanting God to give us a new life. And that's something that I was talking to God a lot about, because for high school, the whole 4 years I had the exact same routine. And so establishing a routine for 4 years only to be in a new environment, around new people, around a new education system, and then on top of that to have a new schedule and a new routine is extremely difficult. It's extremely hard. And so I was talking to God about how I didn't know how I would adapt to it. I didn't know if I would do well. And so we really just have these conversations. But Sarah Jakes Roberts said that in order for us to alter our routine, we have to be willing to pivot and to take things out of our routine or to add things to our routine. And even in the scholarship award that I went to today, they were talking about pivoting and not being afraid if the undergraduate, decision that you chose right now, you end up changing it later. And so I think it was just so beautiful for me to hear. And deep down in my heart, I really, really hope and I really, really pray that I don't ever have to change my undergraduate program. I really want to stick to social work. I really think that that's my talent. And they were talking about the difference between a talent and passion. And so my passion is art. My passion is creating. I love creating. That's my passion. But my God-given talent is counseling. My God-given talent is to listen. My God-given talent is to encourage and advise. And so they said, root yourself in your talent, so that would be social work, and then once you're good in your journey for your talent, it will make room for you to pursue your passions, which is art. And so that's what I'm doing. Ideally, I would love to go to university and just do art, but that's a passion, it's not a talent. And so no matter where we go in life, no matter what we do, we have to be willing and open to adapting. And I am willing and I am open to adapt, but today was just so beautiful, and I feel like I never live in the moment. I'm so used to this one life, and I always keep saying this to God, I'm just so used to this. I'm so used to this. And honestly, it doesn't matter what we're used to. We have to be able to pivot, and we have to be able to change our routines if we want to see growth. And I don't know if I'm the only one that feels like this, but it's just so hard to imagine myself living a different life than the life I'm living right now. It's so hard to imagine that things will get better. It's so hard to imagine that I'm going to find my tribe of friends who truly accept me for who I am after 9 years of not being accepted by anybody. It's truly hard to think that I'm going to have people around me who are going to support me. It's hard to think that I'm going to find a church to be fully rooted in. It's hard to think that I'm going to have to adapt to classes at 7 p.m. All of these things, that are changing. It's really hard to fully grasp the fact that those things are changing, but time doesn't wait for anybody, and the time is going to pass anyways. And we had a bunch of people saying congratulations, giving us speeches, giving us advice, but the advice that stuck out to me the most was one lady. She came up to speak with us, and she said, ladies, you have to remember that you should never dim your light. And she said, anybody who you're around who causes you to dim your light isn't for you. She said, don't dim your light. Anybody who you're around who causes you to dim your light is not for you. Whether that is a partner, whether that's a friend, whether that's a family member, whoever needs to be cut off will get cut off, because we can't keep dimming our light and settling to make other people comfortable. We can't keep settling to make other people feel good and feel happy. And then she said that this is not a game of checkers, it's a game of chess. And in chess, we always protect the queen. And so remember that you're the prize. And this isn't just in relationship based. This isn't just in terms of romantic relationship, but just remembering that when you step into that room, you are the prize. When you're sitting at that table, you are the prize. When you enter that new workforce, you are the prize. When you get that much money, when you win that scholarship, when you get those accolades, you are the prize. And we should never forget the God-given title that we have been given. Just because somebody else is accomplishing more, just because somebody else is further along than we are, we have to remember that we are the prize. And so I wanted to give that reminder to you guys today. My life has, ever since the month of June, ever since I got baptized, ever since I did a 3-day Esther fast, my life every single day has been a blessing, guys, and it's been prayers that I've been praying for months and years. So this 3-day Esther fast, I'll link it down below. I followed Shannon Evett, Minister Shannon Evett on YouTube, her Esther fast. Guys, it changed my life. 3-day Esther fast. I fasted from 12 to 3 o'clock because I'm still a teen and, I have to eat. But I fasted from 12 to 3 o'clock. I talked to God morning, afternoon, and night. 3-day Esther fast changed my life. And my life has never been the same. And I am wholly committed to following God's will for my life.